Hello, welcome to my channel, The Ivy's Grove, and I'm Kelly. And today, I'll be showing you. I'm not going to do a full walkthrough of this deck. There's other walkthroughs, but I will share you some of my favorite cards in this one. With this deck came out, I would say roughly about 11 or 12 years ago, and I've always walked through it, not walked through it, walked by it and stuff. The original cards was green and brown with the star. So after 11 or 12 years, I finally decided to, it was time for me to get the deck finally. Part of the reason is I like fairies. I like the artworks. When it comes to oracle decks or working with fae, I don't. That's not my path. So I think that's part of the reason why I didn't get this particular deck. So about a week ago, I decided to go to my local witch store, metaphysical store, and asked her if she has this. And I guess she's waiting on some new Lucy Cavendish's decks, which she's probably bringing in like the newer cardstock. So when I opened this and saw that it was the pinkish with the tan and the old cardstock, it doesn't bother me. It really doesn't. To be honest, I don't mind it. I might eventually cut the borders off and make the art pop a little bit more. So there's stuff going on YouTube, the Tarot Tube, with called FOMO, fear of missing out. During the pandemic, a lot of people bought a lot of decks. Even like after a year and some change, people were still buying a lot of decks. And now we're seeing a thing of people, not regretting it. It doesn't work for them anymore. And I've always been that type of person where I usually sit on it and for a few months to a year or two, and then I go and get it. And especially when it comes to decks, the Les Vampire from Lucy Cavendish and Jasmine Pickett Griffin. I actually got that deck finally. Was it a year ago? I think it was a year ago, a year and a couple months, and it was out in the market for about 7 years when I finally hit the button and purchased it. And I'm happy with the purchase, just like I'm happy with this, even though I waited for 11 years. And, I sit on it and wait on it when it comes to decks to, not to overbuy stuff. I've gotten my collection's kind of grown a little bit due to Lisa Pepez Supportive Tarot Facebook group. I've traded a couple. I've bought a couple for half the price, and some I'm keeping, some I'm planning on, rehoming, and plus I'm be moving really, really soon. So yeah, so this is the pile that I'm going to be showing you. I've done a reading or two with this. I really love not only Lucy's writing, but I also like I've always been a fan of Selena Finch. I don't have any of her artwork, but I have these. So, and I'm not just doing it because of the artwork. I'm doing it because I like the writing. The messages has been nice. So these are my. I love all the cards, but these are my favorites. The Gift. I love this one. The Dark Moon. I love the spring green of this. This color got pulled actually yesterday, but when I read the meaning, it didn't resonate. But I had a little bit more intuitive um, when it comes to the image and everything else, and the moon and everything, because I do work closely with the moon. So I have a different take on this card for myself. I love this red and orange. Reminds me of the goddess Rhiannon. Love the frogs. The frogs are misunderstood. Love the purple. Like this one because of the snow. I have a thing for the oak tree, among a couple others, but I remember seeing some of these in the artist website, and this was the next two. This one is one of my favorites. The next one after that is my other favorite. And this one. This one is such a message. And this next one was with the very first card that I pulled last week. And then the message in the book was very fitting. So yeah, and I'm just um, if you're really resonant to a deck very strongly, and you need to have it, you have this urge to have it, you know, uh, I think that's fine once in a while. um, it has happened maybe once or twice, but it works really, really well. It has, other times, sometimes, a lot of times you just need to sit on it for a while. I mean, you don't have to go as long as I have, 7 years or 11, but on average, I wait until, I wait at least a year, maybe 8 months, 8 months to a year. And then sometimes I wait 2 to 3 years and just to see if I still want it. So yeah, when I watch walkthroughs, you know, I tend to get it, unless I feel really, really excited, like really excited, then I'll be like, okay, this is the deck for me. But it's once in a blue moon. I've had it where I'm like, oh, that, the artwork is beautiful and everything else, but but then I have to sit back, I'm going, am I excited because of the artwork? Because I don't really want a lot of decks that they're just sitting there and I'm just looking at them because of the artwork. I want more to my decks. And I have an, a video that I'm going to be recording later on about a deck that we're not hitting. And I will share that hopefully come Thursday. So hopefully be up by Thursday. It should be up by Thursday. So yeah, so until then, thank you for that little small joining me with that little, hearing my little TED talk and my little walkthrough of my favorite cards of this deck that I've been sitting on it and off, walking by it for 11 to 12 years, and I'm glad I have it and love it. And this will definitely be in my collection for probably for a long, long, long time, probably till the day I die, maybe, for the most part. So, yeah. So, everybody, you guys have a good afternoon or a good night wherever you are in the world. And in the United States, it's Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to all the male witches and male mystics and male pagans and male tarot readers. Everybody, you guys have a beautiful day and blessings.